Evening, Danny. Thanks for joining me after that one. 0-0 today. Point started a run now.
Yeah, I think that we needed to. Sometimes you got to celebrate the small wins, and we could have really done with the 3 points today, but we didn't lose the game and we got a clean sheet. And we've been conceding some poor goals recently, and especially last week against Cheshunt. When you think about, I mean, they weren't poor goals in the sense of their finish. They were two fantastic volleys, but in the sense of the way that those volleys came about were poor from our perspective. So, and look, you hit a goalkeeper in form. He's made two fantastic saves in the game. We've hit the woodwork, and then I think barring the shot in the first half that Louis comes out and does unbelievably well from, which comes from us, he hasn't had anything really to do. To be fair, a couple of catches to make, but you're looking at it thinking, is this going to be Lewis all over again? Because we did the same to them. And then they went and nicked a 1-0 win. But no, it's fair play to the lads, and we have to. It's not the 3 points we wanted, but it stops the run of defeats. It puts some positivity in the group because we kept a clean sheet and gives us an opportunity to have something to build on.
There's been games that we have felt nervous going into the 80th minute, but today it didn't feel like we'd concede, so that there wasn't the loss there, but it was just not creating enough finally. Yeah,
I think the last 15-20 minutes, I think you could see physically we dropped off a little bit, and the threat wasn't there as much. Although the couple of times he did running behind, you're thinking, right, okay, let's get bodies in the box. But I think that there was when you're in that sort of stage, when you've been on the run we've been on, you could see subconsciously the players sort of thinking, I don't really want to go too much, because if they counter attack, we don't want to lose the game either. And that's a confidence building thing. That's where we need to sort of do that ourselves as a group, and we need to take the positives out of today's performance, because I knew we were going to start the game poorly. I said it to the staff when we were in here, because the warm-up was poor. The atmosphere in the warm-up, it wasn't great, and you're looking at the lads and you're trying to G them up, but you could just sense it. And I think that proved it in the first sort of 5, 6, maybe even 10 minutes. We just looked off it. Then we settled, and then we took our chances to sort of get on the ball a little bit and turn them round and affect the final third from our perspective. And yeah, look, I think we had a couple of shots, nothing really of any real intent, but it looked better. And then second half, obviously, we had a sort of 15-20 minute spell where probably we should have scored a goal. But you know what? We'll take the point, we'll build on that, and onwards and upwards.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think it was a hangover from last week, that the warm-up was a bit off? Or?
No, I think, do you know what killed us, if I'm honest, was Tuesday being off.
Yeah.
I think we could have really done with playing the game, and you're looking at the talking about building momentum. We bigged up especially the first half against Cheshunt. We bigged that up, and how important it was. And anyone who was at the game would have seen we was like, people saying to me, it's probably one of the best first halves we had all season.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is great. But you want to be able to follow it up quickly, and then the game's off Tuesday and it's called off late, and then we couldn't train, so we lose a training session. Thursday we've got to find a different facility, because the facility we normally use wasn't available, and we're sort of mixing and matching stuff at the moment, trying to get the lads training properly, but it's not easy. It's not easy at the minute, and it's weird because it's not really anyone's fault. It's just you can't control the weather, can you? And the situation. So look, it is what it is. We're dealing with it. The boys have been brilliant. The boys have rolled their sleeves up. They're having a go. I think anyone who watches the games can see that this is a team that are running. They're trying to make things right. Yeah. And if we weren't, then I think they'd get the criticism, to be fair. But our fans have been superb. They've been backing the team, and turned up nearly 1,000 here again today. Yeah. And we have to keep that. We have to see it get more here against Wingate on Saturday, and make sure that we get the lads over the line for that first win. And then, as I said, I think the rest will take care of itself.
How are the lads after that one?
An element of disappointment, because I think when when you're playing against teams and you think, if that was the other way round, that sneaks in off the post, or that drops to one of them, and we don't seem to be getting that luck. And I don't really like talking about luck, but it does feel like it sometimes when you're down there, that things just seem to go against you, even little free kicks and that. And I didn't think the ref had a poor game at all today. I thought he refereed the game well. There's still a couple of little things where you're thinking, there was one throw that was definitely ours, but then they had one that was definitely there. So it does even itself up in some ways. But look, they're in a positive place. They have been for the last 2 or 3 weeks, to be honest with you, because I think they can sense it coming. Yeah, they can sense the performances are there. we need to get one over the line, and then, as I said, from a confidence perspective, I think we'll just be onwards and upwards from there.
Nah, that's good to hear. And then looking ahead to Wingate, so you've got a clear week. Wingate next Saturday, back at home.
Yeah.
Another big crowd, hopefully, like you say.
Yeah, definitely.
And keep building that momentum.
And that's all we can do. We have to. We're at a stage of the season where everything's still in our hands.
Yeah.
We play a lot of the teams that are in and around us. We've got some tough ones as well. We've got 3 or 4 of the top 5, so we know we've got some tough games as well. We've also got a lot of games against teams in and around us, and we can take care of our own business at the minute. We're not looking over our shoulder going, I hope they do us a favour, I hope they do us a favour. So at the minute we'll just take it as it is.
Brilliant. Thank you, Danny. We will see you next Saturday.
Cheers, Alan. Thank you.